Hello. This is a walkthrough of the Shovel app. It's a service that allows people in a community to request shoveling on demand without a contract, and it allows people to sign in as a shoveler to provide shoveling services for people in their area. In this walkthrough, we'll see the user profile persona of a shovel requester. That's what this home screen is. In the Accounts tab, you could set yourself up as a shoveler and you would see different options here. But this walkthrough will focus just on requesting a shovel. So the job for this persona is to request shoveling service for their home, for the sidewalk and the driveway. On this screen, they have the option to enter a new property or to select a saved property. See here we have a few options. We have home but without the driveway. So we're going to enter a new property. Based on feedback from the interactions in demos in class, we've added a new feature where you can walk the perimeter of your area for a shovel request. And then there's also the option to draw your area. We'll start with drawing the area. We're prompted to enter our address. We'll begin typing and then see our address here. If we got it wrong, we could always go back. On this screen, we're tasked with zooming in on our property so that it fits roughly within this purple rectangle. So on a touch screen, you'd zoom in with your fingers and move around. Here, I'll just click. We get a zoomed in version. That's good, so we will use selected area and move on to the tracing screen. We see here some tools, help option, and a save. This tool was updated from a single shovel and a double shovel to a single shovel and a plow. Still not probably 100% intuitive, so we can click on help to see that we have a sidewalk tool and driveway tool and an eraser tool. So clear that and start. But since this is mobile, we can tilt the screen to get a wider view, and we'll pretend to do that by clicking this. So to start, we'll start with the sidewalk. Click the sidewalk tool, turns a different color, slide our finger down there and there, switch over to the driveway tool, trace along the stretch that we want cleared, and say that last area we probably didn't, it was too much, we didn't want it, we could go in and delete it, and we'll click save. Now we're prompted to enter a title for this drawing. If we're not happy with it at this point, we can still edit it, but we are happy with it. So we'll type in the name, home, everything, and click return. We're prompted to upload optional photos of our property if we like, or to continue to our quote screen. This was added based on feedback from the demos. On the quote screen, we see estimates of square footage, snowfall, and wait time. The idea being that square footage is based on the scale zoom of the aerial view and the standard width of the sidewalk tool and the driveway tool. We want to know more about how these are calculated. We can click this help button. This is just lorem ipsum text, but the idea being there's detail about each of these estimates in here. Here we can choose to accept the quote. We're prompted on a confirm screen so that we don't screw up and accidentally accept it. We can save it for later, or we can discard. In this case, we will discard because we're now going to see the property walking option. Here we see the same similar tools. Without the eraser option, we have an undo option and some basic directions of what you're supposed to do. Start by clicking the sidewalk tool, prompted to begin walking. So we'll pretend to walk down part of our sidewalk. The idea being that the GPS and accelerometers in our phone can track the distance we've gone. click it again, and it creates a line where we walked. We want to do another part of the sidewalk, so we'll click the sidewalk tool again, walk the stretch, and click it again, and it adds what we just walked. For the driveway tool and the help screen, we were told that we need to click it to start and then walk the perimeter of the driveway. We'll click it, and now we'll walk the driveway. That would take a little while, but then when we return to where we started, click it again, and it loads up, fills in the area that we walked. So in theory, we walked around this perimeter, and then it filled in the area. Now, when we're done with our walkthrough, we can click Save. We're prompted again to enter the address like on the last time. Select Home. Now we see a screen where the opacity is turned down on this so we can see the image below. We want to roughly align the aerial view that came up from our map search. So again, on a touchscreen, we would zoom this in, twist it if we needed to, what have you. We'll just click here. So we got it roughly lined up. This is just so the driver would have the shoveler would have a rough idea of the property and the positioning. So we'll choose to save that. Then we see the same screen to enter titles, upload photos, continue to the quote screen. This time we will choose to accept our quote. And we see that Bill is on his way, estimated arrival in 30 minutes. We would have the option to call or message him. But for now, we'll just return to our home screen. That's it. Thank you.